Hey everybody, welcome to the behind the scenes look at what it takes to make an announcement video here at Lee Heights. The reason that I'm making this video is to show you all what it takes to make just a short little announcement video that we see every Sunday here at Lee Heights. Now, my name is James. I'm the Associate Pastor of Students at Lee Heights Baptist Church in Florence, Alabama. My main role is to oversee the teenage ministries here at the church, which means I'm over the youth ministry, and I'm also over the college ministry, but my main focus is on the teenagers. Now, over the past year, up until a couple months ago, I was one of the interim pastors here. And during the pandemic, I was over basically all of the media, all the videos, pretty much everything that we posted online kind of went through my hands. Over the past few months, I've been able to hand off some of the things, but the main thing that I do outside of youth ministry is media ministry here at Lee Heights. Every week, we make these announcement videos, and the past month or so we've been using the green screen, which I think you can see back there. And so the first part of this video is going to be a time lapse of me shooting that video, and then the second part of this video will be me editing it. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the time lapse. Okay, so I'm going to pause the time lapse for 1 second to answer maybe a couple questions that you may have. First off, that timer that you see at the bottom of the screen, that is just so that you know how much time it takes to set up, to shoot these videos, to edit them, and kind of give you the mindset. So you'll see that timeline or that time throughout the whole thing. Second question, what kind of camera do we use? We use a Canon XA11. We bought it a few months ago in order to improve our live stream, but it also has improved our ability to shoot videos. Everything that you see behind me, we bought on Amazon. We had the green screen off Amazon, we got the lights off Amazon, and if you can see, we have a long cord and it's running over. You saw me taping the thing to the light. That is our microphone, a cheap lapel mic. I'll leave a link down in the description that we use for pretty much all of our videos. Later in the video, you'll notice a sound difference. You'll probably notice 3 different sounds of audio throughout this video. The first is this one, which is just my iPhone mic. The second will be the audio coming through the lapel mic, and the third one will be my podcasting microphone that I have. I'll leave a link to those 2 mics in the description. But right now it's just my cell phone mic. So we have our lights pretty much set up. I'm going to set up our camera. I'm going to put the white balance on daylight. The reason being is that the bulbs that we have in our four main lights and then our overhead light are daylight bulbs. Why do we do that? Because I believe, the way that I understand it is that the daylight is the best setting for us. Whenever we shoot in the worship center later, our video will be through something through I think tungsten light setting, and all that does is adjust the white balance. So let's go ahead and jump right back into the time lapse. Churches in the area come together to provide food for kids in need. So what? Okay. Okay, so now we're moving into the worship center. We're going to jump to that camera that we've been using for the rest of this video. You'll notice an audio change. That is me using my podcast microphone. So give me 1 second. You'll see a jump in the clock. Give me 1 second. You'll see a jump in the clock. I just ran my tripod into the staircase here. But you'll see a jump in the clock. That's me cutting from this camera to the next one and the time it will take for me to do that. So see you in 1 second. Okay, so let's try this again. My computer completely froze up and I had to shut it down and start over. So we're already kind of into the process. So go ahead and open up Premiere Pro. I'll kind of walk you through what we've done to get to this point so far. So go ahead and open up Premiere Pro. It will probably take a second. All right, so here we have the video that we just got done shooting. As you can see, I've already cut it and edited it, but I want to go ahead and show you kind of what we had to do to get everything set up the right way. So let's see. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you what we had to do at the beginning. So if you remember in the time-lapse video that you just saw, we had to, you saw me clapping. And what that does is we're recording the audio in two different places. We're recording it from the microphone that was hanging over my head, which was a little bit closer to me, a little bit better of a microphone. And we're also recording audio from the camera. And so as you can see here, we have the two different audio files represented here. The audio from the camera is in the blue. The audio from the lapel mic is in the green, and we already have it synced up. So what we did is whenever we clapped, as you can see, it peaked. So it peaked on the blue, in the blue, and it peaks in the green. That allows you to line up the audio. So I'm going to go ahead and actually cut this down to where we need it, and I'll show you what it looks like whenever you don't sync your audio correctly and what it's supposed to sound like when you do cut it correctly. So let's go ahead and cut this down to where we need it to be. So as you can see right now, everything's good. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like if you don't sync up your audio correctly in this program. So we're going to take this and we're going to offset it by just a little bit, not even a lot, just a little bit. It's going to be obnoxious. Let's just have it off by 0.002, whatever that is. So good morning, everyone. So as you can tell, there's an echo. Let's keep playing for a second. James, I'm the student pastor here at Lee. How obnoxious is that? So that's why you want to make sure that your audio is lined up correctly, and this is what it should sound like once you have your audio lined up. Good morning, everyone. My name is James. So you shouldn't even be able to tell that you're recording from two different audio sources. I'm gonna go ahead and mute this track. And what I did is I Controlled S, which is save, and I Controlled M. I exported it. I already did that, to be honest. And I don't really feel like doing that again. So we're gonna go ahead and open up what we've already worked on. Maybe. Actually, it didn't save it, so that's fun. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it again. Why not? I mean, if you did it one time, you can do it again. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna open up something that we did. I did a couple weeks ago. As you can see here on the screen, this will be our background, and you're like, James, that's another green screen. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We'll get to that in 1 second. So actually, I think I already exported this, and it should be on the desktop. Let me go ahead and grab it. It's on the desktop. Already did it. There you go. It's kind of like watching a baking show whenever they stick something in the oven and then they go ahead and pull it out. They're like, well, it's supposed to be in there in an hour, but we already cooked it. I already cooked it. I'm already ready to go. And then my computer crashed. So this is a good time to remind you that Control S is safe. So you don't have to do what I'm having to do right now. We're going to rename the sequence. I don't know, February. Oh my goodness, February 28th final. That's so lame. Let's do it anyways. That's the name of the sequence. And as you can see, we have our sequence right here. We're going to go ahead and bring our edited video over here. Now, what you missed me saying is whenever you're shooting green screen, you need to be doing a better job than I am of cutting out the shadows in the back. As you can see over here, it's really, really bright green. Over here, you can see shadows, 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 wrinkles, wrinkles, wrinkles. You'll see why that is such a big annoyance here in a second. So we're going to, let's just go ahead and do it. We're going to bring in all of our elements that are going to make up our background. We're going to copy and paste it. We're going to copy, and we're going to paste. There we go. Why did it do that? I know why it did that. Okay. So we're going to paste it over here. There we go. We go ahead and have our stuff ready to go. So our goal should be to get this guy, this odd looking fella, in front of this screen, and let's see if we can do it. So you're gonna make sure that you have you're gonna have the video that you're working on highlighted. You're gonna go up here to effects. Now this is where the computer crashed last time, so I'm gonna go ahead and Control save, and you're gonna go up to effects. Yep. It's gonna do it again. Gosh darn it. Okay, so it didn't mess up. So you're gonna go over here to, you went to your effects panel. You're gonna go over here to effects. You're gonna find keying. That's what you're gonna want to do. You're gonna want to click on Ultra key down here. Let me go ahead and turn my mouse thing on. Cursor Pro. Let me go ahead and turn it on. Okay, so you're gonna click on your Ultra key. You're gonna drag it and you're gonna drop it on top of your green screen. James, nothing happened, right? It's not supposed to. We're gonna go over here, and over here you have your Ultra key. By over here I mean editing. You're gonna go to editing and then effect controls, and as you can see here is your Ultra key. Now what we're gonna do, so basically the way green screen works is in the program you tell the program that the green does not exist, that it's not there. And what it does is it allows you to put yourself on different backgrounds. Last week I was in the middle of a snowstorm. This week I'm just going to be lame and in front of that backdrop. So you're going to click the eyedrop tool here, and you're going to hold it, and then you're going to come over here, and you want to find the darkest green spot you can. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a pretty good start. So as you can see, we want to get rid of the lights, and then you can see the background over here. We want to get rid of those things as well. So you're going to go back over here to the effects panel. You're going to hit. You're going to type in crop, drag and drop crop into the video thing there. You're going to go over here to crop. And we're going to crop. We're going to crop as tight as we can. There we go. And we're going to have a little bit more to crop. All right, so this is pretty rough, but we have me in front of that backdrop, and I'm going to drag myself over here. And all right, so there we go. This is actually pretty rough. We're going to work on it for a second, but we have. Good morning, everyone. My name is James. I am the student pastor here at Lee Heights Baptist Church. All right, so as you can see, this is how it works. But as you can see here, it's not perfect. And the reason that it's not perfect, let me go ahead and tell you. The reason that it's not perfect is because of what I said earlier. It wasn't evenly lit. So now I have to deal with it. I'm going to be working on some of this stuff. Now, this is not exactly a tutorial because I'm still working on learning how to do all this stuff. So just bear with me as I move stuff around. Nope. See, now I made myself disappear. We don't want that. I mean, I know I'm not that good looking, but we definitely want me still in there. So let's mess with the shadow. Shadow, maybe? No. Shadow. Shadow's not it. Okay. Tolerance, maybe? Tolerance. Command Z. Command Z is undo. Man, cannot tell you enough how important that is. All right, so pedestal seems to be the answer to our question of James. How in the world are you going to clean this up? We're going to use the pedestal. We're going to move it. And there we go. So let's see what we're looking at here. We're going to go ahead and time-lapse this because it's going to be pretty boring for you to watch. So let's go ahead and jump into the time-lapse. Okay, so I feel really good about this, honestly. As I go through this stuff, it starts to get a little bit better. So Command S will save it. We're going to actually Command M to export it one more time. We're going to do February 28th final raw. So the reason that we're doing it raw again is because we got to do a little bit more green screen work. So I'm going to be honest with you. Actually, I'm not done with it because I forgot to do something. So what we want to do is we want to kind of make me fit into the background. So we're not going to export it. We're going to mess with the color a little bit. So let's see, maybe shadows. Let's try shadows. Drop shadow. We're going to do a drop shadow on this video. The reason being is what it will do is it will kind of allow it to kind of fit into what's going on. So let's see. So I'm actually going to cheat a little bit, to be honest with you. Let's see. I'm going to see what we did over here. So we did a drop shadow. So I'm actually going to, so I already had a drop shadow on this video that we already did. I'm going to copy it, from that other video, and then I'm going to paste attributes. And what we're going to do is we're just going to paste the drop shadow over here. Let's see. Yeah, so we're just going to use that drop shadow. You can kind of see it over here. If you look, you can kind of see the shadow around my head and stuff. And now, to be honest, it's not going to be exactly like, oh man, James is actually in front of this screen, but it adds a little bit of depth to it. Adds a little bit of depth to the video. We're also going to let's try to pull the color from that video as well. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. We're pulled that color from that video. We're going to brighten it up just a little bit. And I think I need to be a little bit more blue, to be honest. Okay. So let's, I don't know. I mean, I feel okay with that. I don't feel too bad about that, to be honest with you. It's not bad, you know? And I said this earlier before this whole thing got cut off, but sometimes perfect is done. A lot of times us as creative people, we want things to be perfect. And trust me, I want these things to be perfect. I can spend hours and hours and hours. But the older I get, the more busy I get with other things, the more I realize that, hey, sometimes it's good just to slow down and to realize that, hey, what we have here is pretty good. And sometimes perfect is done. Done is perfect. That you're never going to get anything perfect. What you do is you look at what you did. You said, okay, I say for this one, okay, I talked too much. I had to edit some of the video out. I talked too much. Next time I know, hey, shorten how much I'm talking. The green screen wasn't really lit perfectly, and it's going to affect the overall quality of the video. Okay, we're going to work on that next time. We're going to do better next time. And with this, I'm sure there's going to be some things that I see 2 years from now, I'm going to cringe. But sometimes done is perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and save it. Final raw A because we already have a raw. So we're gonna do raw A. We're gonna export it. We're gonna see how long this takes. All right, so this is kind of the last little part of what we do on these videos. So this is actually going to be February 28th, not 9th, 28th, final for real. All right, so this will be the end of the editing process for this video. So raw A, we're going to drag it over here. Let's see. Okay. So as you can see, we have a green screen here, and we're going to do the same thing. Now this is going to be perfect because as you can see, the green is perfectly the same shade the whole way through. So we're going to ultra key. Geez, I cannot spell. Okay, ultra key. All right, drag and drop. Drag and drop, editing, go to editing. You're gonna get your little eye drop. Now it's gonna be black whenever we do this, boom. All right, so what we're gonna do as we go through this video is we're gonna put the logo of our church in the background. We want the white one, so we're gonna put that in here. And there we go. Go. Well, dang. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and lock that in so that we can edit the size of the logo. And the logo is massive. All right, so we're gonna lower it, lower it, lower it. Boom. Now there is a logo in the background of the TV. So here we go, here we go, here we go. You're gonna center it, center it, center it. All right, so now if you look at the video.
Good morning, everyone. My name is James. I am the student pastor here at Lee Heights Baptist.
So as you can see,
whether you join us online
all right.
or on campus.
As you can see, we have the logo over here ready to go. And so I'm going to listen to the video. You can go ahead and listen to it as well. And then we're going to go ahead and come in here and drop some more of the logos and stuff in here. So let's go ahead and listen.
To our Sunday morning service. Before we get into our time of worship through the study of God's Word, the singing songs, we have a couple of announcements for you. So our church is...
So here we have the first announcement. This is for Isaiah's Call. Super great ministry, by the way. As I'm looking up the logo that we have for Isaiah's Call. Isaiah's Call is a local ministry here in the Shoals, Alabama. It is headed up by the Josh Willingham Foundation. And one thing that they do is they take up food on a weekly basis. And at the end of the week, this is the way I understand it. At the end of the week on a Friday, they get all the food from the churches that the churches give. And they put them in backpacks, and they send the backpacks home with the kids. On Friday, the kid brings the backpack back on Monday, and this happens every weekend. That way these kids don't go hungry. They can eat. And so our church takes part in that by doing canned raviolis. And I'm struggling to find the logo for Isaiah's Call. So I'm going to keep strolling, but let's see. It has to be somewhere. It has to be. So this is why it's good for you to organize your stuff, because then you don't have to look like me doing a video and not knowing where in the world these things are. Where is it? 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 Well, good grief. Let's go ahead and jump into a time lapse as I find this thing. Okay, so I finally found it. I'm going to take it. Untitled Design number 15. Man, I should really organize my stuff. So I'm going to drop it in here. As you can see, it is a little bit too big. So we're going to click on it. We're going to make it smaller. We're going to make it fit, make it fit, make it fit. There we go, there we go, there we go. Isaiah's Call, Mission 56. So this is a part of Josh Willingham Foundation, as I said before. Let's go ahead and see what we're cooking with here.
Taking part in Isaiah's Call by giving canned raviolis. So the next time you're at Walmart, at Aldi, at Sam's, wherever you do your grocery shopping, pick up an extra can or two of canned raviolis. If you have any questions about Isaiah's Call, please reach out to Lauren for more information.
Okay, so that is the entirety of our Isaiah's Call announcement. And so I went ahead and dragged and dropped that into the middle of our logo. We're going to go to effects. Now, I use this way too much, but my favorite transition is cross dissolve, of course. We're going to drop it in between these logos. Let's look at what that looks like. Boom, that's so cool. Okay, so we got that done. We're gonna drag it. Here we go.
We as a church are in need of volunteers.
So I'm going to find our volunteer graphic, which once again, who knows? Ooh, got those dad shoes in here. Okay, let's go ahead and time lapse to me finding the volunteer logo graphic. All right, so I cannot find it, so we're going to go over here to Google. I'm going to go ahead and Command S. Command S is your best friend in the whole wide world, to make sure that you're saving stuff. We're going to go to Canva. And it looks like I already made a graphic for it. So I'm going to download it. lehights.org/serve. Yes, so that should be perfect. I'm going to drag it into the video. And doing the same thing. It's going to be too big, so we're going to drop it down, drop it down, drop it down, drop it down, drop it down. So, funny story here. I've messed up and I said lehights.org/volunteer. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to have to do a little bit of editing here. So this is what takes me so long sometimes, is I mess up on things. So I have to fix it. So this is what I mean by sometimes good is done. Because of, just the timing and everything of this thing, I just feel like, my time is better spent, instead of reshooting the whole thing, we're just going to kind of make a funny of it. And we're going to have this right here in the middle of the thing. We're going to add a stroke to it. Let's go ahead and make it black. Nothing too fancy, like we're not trying to make it obnoxious or anything. Okay, so we have that little edit in there. So we're going to go to Soundstripe. This is where we get a lot of our sound effects and things like that. Going to log in. All right, so we're logged in. Get some sound effects. Let's just find a beep. Beep, beep. So I found this bell that I like. don't pirate stuff, you know. Pay for it like a professional would do. Soundstripe is really affordable. Also, Epidemic Sound, even more affordable. So some great options there. I'll leave a link down in the description. Don't steal. Don't do it. Don't steal stuff. It's not cool, you know. It's not cool. So, oh, jeez. We're going to. Here we go. All right, so let's find a connection graphic on Canva. 1 second. I'm going to scroll through some of my designs, and some of them are private. So give me 1 second, and I will show you what we find. Okay, so I couldn't really find the design I was looking for, so I'm going to edit this one, and it's going to say connect with us, and it's going to say connect with us. Connect with us. Yeah, it's not /connect. Hopefully I said this website right in the video, you know. Maybe I got something right. Let's go ahead and make this the blue of our logo. There we go. You know, branding. Branding's important. I like it. So we're going to download. We're going to download page 2. Just page 2, because we already have page 1 done. So we're gonna put that in there. We're gonna drag it and drop it, drag it and drop it. There we go. All right, so here we go. All right, so now I'm talking about giving, and we're going to make a little graphic for that. Let's say give online. Let's go ahead and do that. Online. All right, so we got that one. We're going to download it. So I have all these graphics done, but as you could have told earlier, as you could see earlier, I don't exactly have everything organized perfectly. So sometimes I'll lose graphics and I just have to redo them. And today we're just going with that. So here we go. All right, so we're almost done with the video. Last thing I'm going to do is, or one of the last things I'm going to do is drop the cross dissolve in here, drop the cross dissolve in here, drop the cross dissolve in here. And what that does is that gives us a pretty seamless transition in the videos in the background. So at this point, I'm going to go and grab our intro video that we use every week during our service. It's pretty funny the way I have to do it though, because if you haven't learned anything, I do a bad job of saving stuff. So we're going to go and grab, let's grab this. I think this is it. Maybe I didn't do a bad job. Maybe I did not do a bad job. Maybe I actually did what I was supposed to do. So I actually dropped it into the wrong thing. So we're going to try that again. Drop it into here. Let's see if this is it. We're going to drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. There we go. We have our opening video, which is something that we have every week. We're going to ripple delete. Let's see. All right. So here is our first run through. We're gonna time lapse this one as well. All right, so we have it in there. What I'm gonna actually try to do now is I'm gonna try to find that music for us. Let's see, licenses. Soundstripe is perfect because, man, look right here. I believe in love, and we're gonna download it. And I mean, come on. There's no reason for you guys to be stealing stuff. Don't steal stuff. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. So what we're going to do is... That's not it. That's not it, everybody. Don't worry. I'm going to fix it. Don't worry. That's not it. Here we go. This is it. This is the right one, everybody. All right. Let's see. Basically what we're trying to do here is... I found the song. Let's see. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop an audio effect in here to kind of, or a transition, I should say. We're going to crossfade into the thing. Let's see how it looks. Hang on. All right, so now we're going to edit the audio of me speaking. The peak at 0. Normally, you don't really, I don't know.
Good morning, everyone. My name is James.
Let's see.
Good morning, everyone. My name is James. I am.
So just kind of working on audio here. Boys, love our worship team. Miss Nancy pouring some coffee. The kids downstairs doing their lesson. Kaylin and then Kendall in the background there. Pastor Chris, I think that was his first Sunday here. Walker and Renee and Stacy leading worship, and then we're going to fade right into the announcements here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is James. I am a student.
I feel pretty good about that. All right, so I think this is it for us. I'm going to add cross dissolve at the end of this thing, and then we're going to export it, and we're going to see what we have. And so let's see. We're going to Control S, and then, or Command S, Command M to export, and we're going to save it for real. Because, I don't know. All right, so let's see how long it will take to save it. So this is really how the process normally goes. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter, but this is a 2-minute, 53-second video. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, how long it has taken to make it. Like I said, sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it is shorter. But it's always just so much fun to do videos, and I'm not great at them, but I'm getting better, and that's really the most fun part of this whole process is just getting better at this stuff, and it just takes practice and it takes hard work. And so I would encourage you. Look, I started off just shooting on an iPhone in iMovie, and I was too scared to post the videos. I still haven't posted a lot of videos. I don't even have them anymore. I wish I did, so I could tell how good or how bad I was. But you had to start somewhere. So start with an iPhone. Go and buy you a cheap digital camera. Buy you a $15 microphone. That's what we use for our lapel mic. And just start working. Start editing. Start recording. Work on green screen. I've been doing green screen work for like a month, and I feel like every time I do a video, I'm getting a little bit faster. I'm getting a little bit better. Every time that I stand in front of the camera, I feel like I'm doing better. I'm getting better. And so I would just encourage you, keep trying, keep working. And as you can see, it does take a while. Like, it takes a long time. And I'm sure that there are people who could come in here and do this thing in 5 minutes. And maybe one day I'll be able to do that. But right now I'm not. And so it takes me a couple hours to do it. And that's fine because it's fun and it's great. And I would just encourage you to do it. And of course, I'm a follower of Christ. I'm a Christian. And so I believe that we should do everything that we're doing, everything that we do for the glory of God. And so, and to the best of our abilities. And so these videos, I do them to the best of my ability. Why? Not because they're going to be perfect. I want them to be perfect, but I also want to honor God, honor my Creator in the way that He created me, and to develop my gifts and my talents for Him. And so let's see. It has finally exported successfully, and we're going to go ahead and put it into Pro Presenter, our worship service that we use on Sundays. We're going to go ahead and put it in here, and we're going to see how it looks. We're going to put it in videos.
morning, everyone. My name is James. I am the student pastor here at Lee Heights Baptist Church, and I want to welcome you, whether you're joining us online or on campus, to our Sunday morning service. Before we get into our time of worship through the studying of God's Word and singing songs, we have a couple of announcements for you. So our church is taking part in Isaiah's call by giving canned raviolis. So the next time you're at Walmart, at Aldi, at Sam's, wherever you do your grocery shopping, pick up an extra can or two of canned raviolis. If you have any questions about Isaiah's call, please reach out to Lauren Heil for more information. We as a church are in need of volunteers. God is doing so many great things here, and with that, we need help. And so if you would like to help, whether that is in Java Junction or children's ministry or youth ministry or music ministry, whatever it is that you feel God is calling you to do, go to leeheights.org/volunteer to sign up. leeheights.org/volunteer to sign up. And if this is your first time joining us in a long time, or if you just have a prayer request, a need, you can connect with us by going to leeheights.org/connect, leeheights.org/connect, and fill out our connect card. And finally, if you want to continue to give, you can do so in person during our Sunday morning services, or you can go to leeheights.org/online-giving to set up your giving. You can do it as a one-time payment or as a weekly, monthly payment. However you want to set it up, you can go to leeheights.org/online-giving. Church family, we're looking forward to our special music guest this morning who will be leading us in worship. So with that being said, go ahead and stand up. If you're joining us in the worship center, go ahead and stand up with us this morning. Pastor Chris, I'm handing it off to you live in the worship center.
All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead and click subscribe. Go ahead and click that bell icon to receive notifications as I make more videos like this and vlog and all this kind of stuff. My goal on this channel is to not only to educate but also have fun. So we're going to have a multitude of different kind of videos on this channel. If you are ever in the northwest part of Alabama, the northeast part of Mississippi, the south central part of Tennessee, come on over to Lee Heights Baptist Church in Florence, Alabama, 35 Sevier Avenue, Florence, Alabama, 35630. Come and join us. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and you can email me, james@leeheights.org. You can go to my Instagram, James_Dubuisson. Send me a direct message. I'll answer any questions you have. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.